It's funny.
Yeah.
The story you just told about the World Fair in Chicago and how they had these racist things, and we know it when it is. But I also think, I don't know how you believe, but I think sometimes we also know it when it isn't. Let me give you an example. George, see if you can find this. This is apparently Jill Biden, the first lady, was making some comments recently, and apparently she's in a lot of trouble now for making this comment. Let's listen to it. Let me know if you got it, George, and we'll play it.
And as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
So she just said Mexicans are as unique as the breakfast tacos in San Antonio. She did not mean to say something mean about it.
No.
I mean, they're ganging up on her. They're calling her names. The National Association of Hispanic Journalists said that she should apologize. Really? Apologize for
they're just
what?
looking for any excuse to take the spotlight away from Donald Trump. Anything. That's why the Supreme Court went nuts. Because they had to do something. Other than that, we keep rubbing everybody's nose into the Trump mess that he made, and he's still making it. That's what I love about this guy. Yeah, but I gotta hand Trump some compliment, because he said he was going to clean up the swamp in Washington, and but before you got to clean anything up, you got to identify him. And so Trump, with his mega hats and all that, now you know who the idiots are, and like I say, I got a lot of Trumpy friends. I do.
We all do. We all do.
Yeah, we got a kind of a unwritten rule. You don't get serious about anything. Don't take anything serious, and we're fine. No, it's just ignorance. You got to remember that stupidity really is a lack of knowledge. That's all it is. And sometimes when people wake up and they learn, and that's why we're here.
But don't you think we ought to back off a little bit sometimes on stuff that isn't? Look, I understand. Donald Trump this weekend went to Alaska and used the F word like it was, his last name. And he was applauded for it. The more F's he used, the more they applauded him. Meanwhile, we're going to hear criticism because Jill Biden said tacos come in all different colors, and so do Latinos. So what? I mean, they went after apparently Obama because he forgot to wear his pin one day while he was sitting in the Oval Office. They did a week's worth of stories about that. But yet Donald Trump, apparently 18 women accused this guy of sexual offenses, including rape, but that's okay. This is a crazy fucking world we're living in, Tommy.
Not really, man. I mean, we got to celebrate the fact that it's out there. It's out there. There was a time when you would hear about these things, when Trump started running, there was a kind of a part of me that said, this guy could turn out, he could turn out to be a hero. He had a chance. He could have. And even when he was in the White House, right up until the time where he suggested we use Lysol to clear the...
No, inject yourself with Clorox.
when he right up until then, I said, oh, okay.
It works on my white T-shirts. What the hell?
he cracks up. But like I said, I got really close friends, and we just don't talk about it. And what's happening now, especially with the Supreme Court, the Roe versus Wade decision. Now, my Trumpy friend, the other day, he was trying to say, well, he's a Democrat now because of that. And I just didn't answer, because I look at these people and you wonder, wow, they got a lot to learn. But I understand. I totally understand. And what you got to realize is that idiots come in all colors.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. When you look at the slave trade, for instance, and you do the history of the slave trade, it was the black king in West Africa that would attack the other black tribes
and sold out his own people.
Bondage.
Yeah, yeah.
They were the ones that were their own people. And that's the way it's been through history. You know, like in Spain, like in all the places, China, all these places.
By the way, if you like that comment from Tommy and you want to hear another one, because he's full of them, all you got to do is click right here. And if you want to see an entirely different segment that we've done, then click here. This is Rick Sanchez News, a part of Agua Media.
Agua.